Yes, hello, my name is John Van, and 2.5 years ago I was diagnosed with melanoma, and it was on the side of my head, my temple. It was surgically removed, 1.5 inches by 4 inches. However, after the operation was done, the surgeon told me that they took some biopsies of some nodes in my neck and found it there. And I asked him what would be the difference if you left those nodes or took them out for the spread of cancer, and he said it would be very little difference. Well, with that answer, I knew that I didn't have to start taking other nodes. And when we started looking around, there was 30 different sites in my body where this cancer had spread. Now, the life expectancy of a class 4 plus melanoma patient is about 3 months to a year. Since it's been 2.5 years, there's got to be something which we did which has kept us alive. And that, of course, came about by natural healing. And the way we stumbled, or the way we came upon this, was that my son knew somebody who had breast cancer, had gone to Mexico, and had been given a clear bill of health, but it came back, and someone here treated her, and she was cancer-free. Knowing that, we contacted that organization or that person, and we used topical treatments on these different spots. Like I said, I had 30 of them. One was the size of a dinner plate, others were smaller, some were deeper, some were 1/2 inch deep. I had one behind my knee which was the size, came up to the size of a hamburger patty. And it was so deep that we had feared that we might even be endangering the blood vessels, but that was not so. It just seems a miraculous thing that it just, after you take the scab off, it closes in, spreads the skin back across, and the healing is complete. Now, I have also, because of this, it's a pernicious disease, the melanoma, of course, because the chemo doesn't work on it, and neither does radiation, so you're left with your hands tied behind your back. But as I said, I'm here still 2.5 years later, and we know that as Christians, we know that there's a vast amount of healing out there which we have not discovered. And we just think of penicillin as it came around. It was a miracle drug, and we had been walking over top of penicillin for thousands of years. It never knew it was there until Ian Fleming discovered it. And so what are we doing now? Well, we're still continuing, and we've taken some scans. We like to work together with the medical system and also the natural system. And I think these two should harmonize so that we can get the tests done which we want when we're on the side of the natural medicine. And these are denied us because you have to get a doctor to prescribe these tests, and a lot of doctors are not willing because they are not familiar with it or they are adverse to it. So therefore we're working in the dark a lot of the time. Okay, there is a technical challenge, of course, because being homeopathic or natural, we do not have the access to a lot of these tests, and even if you offer to pay for them yourself, you have to have a doctor requisite them, because there's no way you can get yourself. And this is the same in the United States, because I tried going to Michigan and also getting these tests from, they have a lot of freestanding labs there, and they said, no, sorry, we cannot do it because we have to have a doctor's prescription. So the whole thing is kind of tied to the system which now operates, and we would like to see them give us the tests when we want them. And then we would know exactly which way we're going, because we do not despise natural healing or even the traditional system that we have, because after all, it's when we have a broken bone, we do want the doctor to set it. We don't want to put a topical dressing on it. So we have been pleased. It's we, of course, like I said, we have been blessed, and We do not discount God's help and the power of prayer, of course, so that's another factor, another side of the story that and science has proven that a positive attitude, and of course prayer is a positive attitude, is a great healer, and that people who give up simply die.